Hi there, I'm Tracy Galloway, and I am going to offer a tutorial on my asset division schedule. Thank you. Sharing. Here we go. So, this is my asset division schedule. And this is from an actual case of mine. I've edited it completely, but it gives you an idea of what I work with. Um, so, you will see on the left here, we have assets. Oops. It's my reminder. There we go. The description, the fair market value, we'll go into how to subtract from the fair market value under the debt column. The thing that you need to know is that in this particular case, the plaintiff is the husband. That was my client in this particular case. And the wife is the defendant. This is the column. This percentage to P stands for percentage to plaintiff. This is the column that controls what amounts are filled in under plaintiff and defendant. So for example, in this particular case, I'm going to increase the size of these things. In this particular case, I have 51% going to the husband. That's this number here. $239,700 is 51%. It did the calculation when I put in the 51%. So if I change this percentage to say 60% and hit the enter key, so I tapped 60 and then the enter key or the tab key, either one will land what I've just typed. 60% is 282. If I want it to say 70%, I type in 70, enter. It does its math. And now we have 329,000 of the equity in the home going to the plaintiff, according to this calculation. In this particular circumstance, let me go back to 51%. The reason I had 51 there was so that I could show you at the bottom that when you assign the value of the wife's car to the wife, the defendant, the husband's car to the husband, the plaintiff, and you divide the husband's 401k equally, the wife's bank account completely to the wife, the husband's bank account completely to the husband, and a division of the investment account. At the bottom here, you will see that the husband would be getting just under 50% of the marital estate. I love a 1/100th of a percent off. Their total marital estate was $1,542,362.41. Lots of attorneys like to round numbers. I don't, because I don't find them credible. And as you will learn about me, credibility is the number one most important quality in any of my clients, literally. More important than anything that's happened is their credibility. So I like to use actual sense because it shows that I've paid attention to an actual balance on an actual statement. That's what I try to do rather than leaving wiggle room for it to be, oh, that's a few months old. I don't want that at the moment that I'm creating an asset division schedule. So in this particular instance, these numbers would have worked out exactly the way I want them to, which is with my client getting 1/100th of 1% less than the other party. As I said, the rule is the controlling feature is this percentage to P, percentage to plaintiff. What this sheet does not allow for, and I'm working on it, is to plug in a number, an integer number into the plaintiff side and then have it do the calculation for the defendant's side. I don't have that yet in this PDF format. If I made this in Excel, that would be a different matter, but I didn't want to make it in Excel. I wanted it to be a PDF. So that's the explanation. I hope that answers your questions. If not, communicate with me, email with me, drop a chat, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Thank you.